Hello and welcome to PlayStation Racer. My name is Mitchell Morgan, and on the PSR live streams from Monday to Friday, we usually run lobby races, but on a Friday we often do something just a little bit special. We might do a decade race night. We might pick a specific car and run that all night long. We might do karts all night long. We might do just about anything. On the 5th of October, we decided to do an endurance evening. 30-minute races, 6 times fuel and tyres, and strategy played a part, and we just had some great races. And one of the best races of the night was at Monza, and I want to just run through that one with you today. So let's get into that video and we'll have a look and see what happens. We'll load up the replay, and in this particular race, if I just put on the options, we are going to be interested in a couple of cars. One is Gamer Dan, the other one is Gr.3, and we're going to have an absolutely brilliant race with these two. Not necessarily the winners, but you are going to see some brilliant close racing in this. As we head down into the first of the chicanes, you can see a car that is going around there, the Supra, binning it badly. As we go into that corner, got it wrong. We got another one, Speedster, he's off. We've got 2 or 3 others. I've actually had to jump off the track to get out of the way, so cones fly in, mayhem through the first corner, which is quite normal at Monza. As much as I normally shout out, guys, please be careful, that didn't happen on that particular occasion. But Gamer Dan managed to avoid the chaos, and you can see that Gr.3 is Mad Max goes round now. Another Supra doing a 360 or more, but Gamer Dan has missed all of the carnage through there, and he's now on the back of Gr.3. Gr.3 is in the Gold Beetle, this one here that's just coming towards us, and Gamer Dan is in the Porsche that now has Borky between himself and Gr.3. So we have already seen a lot of action already in this opening lap. I'm a little bit off of the back of the pack here, but we are still quite fairly bunched up, and there is a lot of action going on behind. And throughout this race we have quite a few little battles all the way through. But as I said, it is the Gamer Dan Gr.3 battle that I'm interested in. Gamer Dan making a move on Borky up the inside as we go through the Parabolica. I should add that Gamer Dan has been coaching Borky, so we have got pupil and mentor, tutor, whatever you'd like to call there, and the tutor getting one up on the pupil there. But there is still one car between Gr.3 and Gamer Dan. That is Jonesy. As we go into the first of the chicanes, Gamer Dan makes a bold lunge up the inside, perfectly safe, as Borky unfortunately finds the gravel. But that was a perfectly fine chicane there that Gamer Dan pulled off. They're dodging the cones that are splayed all over the track. Why the marshals aren't getting out there and clearing those, I don't know. Maybe it's because there's just too much action around the track. But Gr.3 makes a move up the inside of Faz as we go through that chicane into Lesbo 1, and Gamer Dan is chasing down hard. He's got Faz between himself and Gr.3 now, so we've got 3 cars for the lead. Gr.3 out front, Faz in second, Gamer Dan in third. I will remind you that we have got tyre wear on, we have got fuel on, and this is a full 30-minute race, so these guys need to think about their strategies. As Gamer Dan makes a move into the second chicane, can he get that one done? Yes, he can. What a move on Faz. Faz being really respectful there, not to take Gamer Dan out on the way through. I think Dan knows that he is racing against really good, respectful racers in this one. And Faz been away for a while, but he's back in that Lamborghini and not lost any of his respectfulness, which I love to see. And we come across the start finishing line to start lap number 3. It is Gr.3 in first, Gamer Dan in second, Faz in third. We've got Jonesy in fourth, Borky in 5th, being chased by Mad Max, who makes a move up the inside into the first chicane. He's going to need to get that done. He has got that done. That is a beautiful move. Now he just goes a little bit deep. That gives Borky the opportunity to come back underneath, but he gets across the sausages and didn't quite manage to get that one done. Ernie Ball just watching the action in 7th there. I am in 8th place, being chased by Greg White at the moment, who's going to make a move around the outside. Does he get that one done? He needs to get that finished up before the chicane. He does. I just tuck in behind. Mick behind with a 1 second penalty at the moment. Unfazed with FIFA chasing him down as well at the moment. David in a battle with Slapfisk. As I said, we've got battles all the way through this one at the moment, and MZ just bringing up the rear at the moment. But out front, we have got Gamer Dan with Drac Fury right on his tail now. So unfortunately, I missed the overtake between these two. But Gamer Dan now out in front. Drac Fury in 2nd, and Unfazed in, Faz in 3rd at the moment. Jonesy in 4th, Mad Max 5th, Ernie Ball 6th, Greg White in 7th, and Borky in 8th at the moment. As we go into the Parabolica, this is the tight, long right-hander as we come up towards the line. They're doing everything they can to do anything they can do to stay in front at the moment, right across the green patch towards the right of the track there. Arguably they're off the track there, but lots of people in the know do it. As they go into the chicane for lap number 4, we have got Gamer Dan out the front, and we've got Drac Fury in 2nd place. Both of these guys are on racing soft tyres, and as you can see as I move between the two guys, their tyres are very, very evenly worn, and their fuel condition is very, very similar. Gamer Dan just has a slight advantage on fuel in the Porsche 911. The Beetle may be just a little bit heavier on fuel, especially as Drac Fury has been in the slipstream a little bit, and Gamer Dan has had to fight his way through the pack. Advantage Gamer Dan at the moment with regards to fuel. With regards to tyres, it's pretty much even Stevens. There's not a lot in there. I mean, maybe Gamer Dan's tyres are marginally in better condition, but Drac Fury has got the ability under slipstream to maybe take advantage of the slipstream to ease his tyres and his fuel. But the way he's jumping across those curbs, I think he's absolutely going for it. I'm probably having to with Gamer Dan out front and absolutely motoring now. Mad Max still going well in 3rd place at the moment. Faz in 4th now with Greg White chasing him down behind. Jonesy with Ernie Ball as they arrive at the Parabolica. We've got FIFA in a little bit of air of his own at the moment. Borky also just a second or so behind at the moment. And I'm just a little bit off the back of those two as well. Again, another couple of seconds back. So he's a bit spaced out towards the back. No big battles go on. Unfazed being chased by David. Mick at the back at the moment, but still out the front. It is Gamer Dan who he's made a little bit of a gap at this moment. Drac Fury probably about half a second to a second away. Difficult without the timings on the screen. Closing up as we enter into the chicane there. Just going into Lesbo 1. Hard on the brakes. Using all of the track. Beautiful racing from these two. The Porsche, the black and white Boss, Hugo Boss Porsche, beautifully liveried. Lovely turnout. And then, of course, we've got Drac Fury in his beloved Beetle. He's in the Twix mobile today. He's got the Twix livery on this one. I don't know how many Beetles Drac Fury has actually got in his garage. A lot of them have got chocolate liveries on them. But I do like the Twix one. It's one of my favourite ones that he has. The gold really stands out beautifully. And at Monza in the evening sunshine, it just glints. It's beautiful. And can he get gold? Can he pick up that all-important first trophy of this race? Oh, a little bit of a slide. Did he get on the marbles there? I saw the back end just twitching a little bit. Oh, Gamer Dan, I thought he was going in the pits then. He hasn't. He's jinked out to the left. Just using all of the track on the way through there. Jumping across the green patch. Just looking for every little bit of extra advantage that he can get. Probably over a second, maybe a second half, 2 seconds ahead at the moment. As I said, difficult to tell with Gr.3 Fury bouncing across the sausage curb through that chicane at the moment. But Gr.3 Fury just falling away just a little bit at the moment. As he has fallen away, we'll just drop back a little bit. We've got Mad Max with Greg White chasing him down now. Greg White not too far off in the Supra. Both these guys are in Supras. Going very, very well. Greg White absolutely flying now. Looks like he is catching Mad Max at the moment. And behind we've got Baz, unfortunately, in fifth now. In the Lamborghini with a 1 second penalty. That is going to hurt, but you can see that these racing soft tyres are starting to go off now. Greg White's tyres pretty well worn. Mad Max's too. Gamer Dan and Gr.3 Fury, both their tyres pretty worn. But you'll notice now at this point that we have got the fuel gauge is flashing. Oh, excuse me for sneezing. Got a bit of a cold today while I am commentating this one. Whoa, we got Supra in the dust in the background there. Just as I was watching Gr.3 Fury going for a move around the outside of Gamer Dan into the Parabolica. He doesn't quite get that done, but he's closed up. That advantage that Gamer Dan had built has gone. Are they worried about fuel? They've both made it. I do wonder whether Gamer Dan needed to do something with the fuel on that one, and that was what enabled Gr.3 Fury to close up. Mad Max is also in the pits. In fact, there's quite a few people diving into the pits now. Baz, medium tyres. So he's on a different strategy to most. Gamer Dan, looks like another set of racing soft tyres for Dan. And Gr.3 Fury also a set of racing soft tyres. So they come out, line astern again. Where are we now? They are in 5th and 6th positions, with quite a battle going on behind between myself and Slapfisk. Oh, I've gone a little bit deep into there, just trying to get onto the back of Slapfisk. But that isn't the battle that we are watching at the moment. The one that we are concentrating on is this battle with Gr.3 Fury and Gamer Dan. Both going really nicely. Brand new racing soft tyres on, but now they are no longer out front. They have got, I'm not going to say back markers because they're not back markers. They're actually running for position. But we've got Greg White out front, Jonesy second, Ernie Ball in third. Borky gets out of the way to let Gamer Dan and Gr.3 Fury through. Was Gamer Dan screaming and shouting down the radio, people, get out the way, let me through, let me through. They got through cleanly. Well done, Borky. So Greg White still out front, Jonesy in second, Ernie Ball in third, Gamer Dan just holding off Gr.3 Fury at the moment, but there's not an awful lot between these two as we head down this short straight to the Parabolica for the 7th lap. Out front we've got Ernie Ball in third, chasing down Jonesy. Ernie Ball in the Ferrari, Jonesy in the Lamborghini. Looks like they're going to go around. No, Ernie Ball dives into the pits for a pit stop. Greg White also in the pit, so it's going to be all change at the front. Jonesy out in first now in the Lamborghini as he heads down to the first chicane. Tyres looking good. Fuel not too bad either. Jonesy going really well in the Lamborghini at lap number 8. He's looked after his fuel. It just starts to blink red, so it looks like he may well need to come in on this lap. Tyres really looked after those very, very well. I am very impressed with the tyre condition on that car. But back with the two cars that we are looking at the moment, Gamer Dan and Drak Fury. Drak Fury still pushing Gamer Dan. He's doing everything he can. He's jumping across the curbs there. You could see the Beetle jumping around, and he has actually picked up a half-second penalty for that. So being just a little bit greedy on the curbs as he comes through that chicane. Now, I don't know whether Gamer Dan will have seen that. He's got Drak Fury right behind him now. Drak Fury needs to get this done to limit the pain of the penalty as they go side by side as they come down to the Ascari curves. Gamer Dan just in front, keeping it nice and balanced. That Porsche looking absolutely beautiful, well planted. Drak Fury using all of the curb on the way out. He's got a brilliant slipstream now, but he has got that half-second penalty that is going to kick in. Has he worked the gears? I think he has. He's limited the damage there beautifully and kept himself in touch with Gamer Dan at this time. Jonesy still out front. He dives into the pits finally to get rid of those tyres. He was running racing medium tyres. That was why they were in better condition than our two front runners. Our two front runners on racing soft tyres. They started racing soft. They're still on the racing soft tyres. And you can see that Jonesy and myself were on the medium tyres to go a little bit deeper. The brakes are glowing red on Drak Fury's car there as he bounces across the first chicane curbs. We've still got cones at the side of the road. The marshals have moved most of them out of the way, thankfully, so the obstacle's gone. The guys can continue their way without having to worry too much as we head down into the first of the chicanes now, and then we'll be heading into Lesbo 1, then into Lesbo 2. I'm hoping I've got my corner names correct. I can't pronounce some of the other corner names, so I'm not even gonna try. Lesbo and Ascari is about as good as I can do, but this is great. I'm loving this, watching these two go for it. Mad Max deep into the gravel there. A shower of gravel flying out to the left-hand side of the car, but he gathered it up, controlled it beautifully, and continues on his way. Absolutely fabulous driving from Mad Max there. We just saw in the background. The Supra can be a handful. When you lose that back end of the Supra, very often you can be pointing the other way. He gathered that up beautifully through there and continues in third place to chase down Gamer Dan and Drak Fury out front. Drak Fury and Gamer Dan a little bit of a gap now. Again, Gamer Dan has opened that up. Is there a little bit of fuel management going on? Who knows? The tyre wear is good. They are on half fuel. Gamer Dan doing slightly better on the fuel and tyres than Drak Fury, but not enough to worry as Drak Fury tries to close under braking into the first chicane. Getting a little bit loose on the exit. Mad Max just getting it a little bit untidy across the curbs there. Greg White going well in fourth place at the moment. I do love the livery on this Supra. The blue, the yellow and the black at the back of that car. The Bilstein livery looks absolutely beautiful. Yellow headlights ablaze, chasing down Mad Max. Greg White wants that extra podium place, but he's going to have to really push for it. He is pushing hard. He's in the gravel too. Both Mad Max now and Greg White rearranging the gravel traps. Up front, Drak Fury just off the back of Gamer Dan at the moment. Things are settling down a little bit. We've got Mad Max again in third, Greg White in fourth. We've got Svifa in fifth at the moment in the green Porsche. We've then got Ernie Ball, Unfazed and Jonesy in a three-way battle as we go through the Lesbos. Lights ablaze, Unfazed lights ablaze on the back of that Ferrari. Ernie Ball under pressure, keeping it beautifully tiny. Jonesy just off the back again. Three very respectful racers. Unfazed, is he going to get a move down the inside on Ernie Ball? He's going to be on the outside for Ascari. Oh, he gets it done. Sweeps across the front. What a beautiful move that was. by Unfazed on Ernie Ball. Ernie just getting onto the Astro. Is that going to give Jonesy an opportunity as we go down the straight? Jonesy pulls alongside. Ernie respectfully staying out to the right-hand side as we get down to the Parabolica. Jonesy makes a move for the inside. Ernie can either go round on the marbles or tuck in behind. He decides to tuck in behind, but he's still out on the marbles. Still got the power down. I thought Unfazed was diving into the pits, but Unfazed is using that little trick of using the off-track method, I would say, whereas Jonesy and Ernie Ball sticking to what I would call the track. You're perfectly allowed to use that green strip there, and it can save you a few tenths of a second. Ernie Ball heavy on the brakes, right on the back of Jonesy right now, but it looks like he's unable to make that move at the moment. Up front, we've got Drat Fury right on the back of Gamer Dan now. As we come into the second Lesbo, almost pushing Gamer Dan through there. So close. Oh, Mad Max absolutely sideways again as he came out of the second Lesbo. Just staying with this one. Drat Fury now making a move on Gamer Dan around the outside. That's going to be bold. He's not going to pull that one off. He tucks in behind. Oh, looks like he had to back out a little bit there. Got it very, very close to Gamer Dan. That Beetle sideways through there. The Porsche looking a little bit more planted. That is showing how hard Drat Fury is pushing in the dirty air with the tyres that are starting to go off now. He takes a little look up the inside of the Parabolica. You're never going to get through there. Gamer Dan is always going to manage to sweep around the outside. And while these two are fighting now, we have got Mad Max, who dives into the pits to lose those soft tyres and take on some fuel. But you could see the Gamer Dan and Drat Fury now using that little trick with the green area. I consider it to be off track, but it is perfectly legal. No penalties. They can do it, and they are exploiting every ounce of this track. Way out front now, these two. Way out front as we get Mad Max, Greg White, Unfazed diving into the pits. Unfazed on the medium tyres. So Drat Fury and Gamer Dan, I'll remind you, went racing soft, racing soft. Once again, we are into fuel territory and tyre territory as Drat Fury is bouncing across the sausage curbs. The back of that Beetle just getting a little bit loose, as we saw then. So tyres starting to look a little bit iffy on Drat Fury's car. The fuel light is blinking. The car is saying, give me some juice, give me some juice. Gamer Dan has got so much more fuel available to him, and the tyres so much better. It looks like Drat Fury has absolutely had to really use his tyre and his fuel on this one to try and stay with Gamer Dan as he takes a look around the outside. He can't quite get that done. He does feel as if he's got to move through Ascari there, but not really putting it off. Gamer Dan keeping it absolutely smooth and just sublime through there. Drat Fury pushing. Can he get by Gamer Dan as we go into the Parabolica? No, he can't. So many marbles on the outside of that curb now. You've really got to be very, very, very careful. They do dive into the pits. Both running the same strategy. Gamer Dan, slightly more fuel. Racing soft tyres. Drat Fury is out of fuel. Look at that. It's not even registering. He used every ounce of fuel in that particular stint. The guys go to work. The car is shod with new tyres. The fuel goes in. Gamer Dan is probably going to get out just ahead. He does, just ahead of Drat Fury. The tiny little bit of less fuel that he needed to put in made a huge difference there. Mad Max takes the lead right now, ahead of Gamer Dan, ahead of Greg White, ahead of Drat Fury. Then we got Jonesy in 5th, we got Ernie Bourne in 6th, we got Slapfisk in 7th, Speeper in the pits, but Mad Max now has the start, and I apologise for the dog in the background, but I can't get away from this one. This is such a good race. Mad Max in 1st as he gets into the chicane, heading down towards the Lesbos. Gamer Dan now has the opportunity for the first time in ages to take advantage of some slipstream Is that going to help him with the fuel? Well, he doesn't really need to help with the fuel. He's been doing a lot better than Gr.3 with the fuel in the Porsche, but he has got the opportunity now. Greg White is splitting both Gamerdan and Gr.3 at the moment. Mad Max picks up a 1 second penalty. That isn't what he needed, being out in front. That is going to hurt with the 3 cars flying behind him. How many places is he going to drop? Is he going to drop back into the clutches of Ernie Ball? I'm not quite sure. The brakes go on. The penalty is served. Gamerdan is going to sweep by. There he goes. Gamerdan takes the first place. Greg White is... Oh, he tucks in behind Mad Max through the parabolica. I'm really surprised. Mad Max did a great job of managing that penalty, and he's absolutely bunched these 3 up now. Gamerdan in first, Mad Max in second, Greg White in third, and there is not a lot to split them. They're all using the little tricks of the track as Mad Max makes a move around the outside into the first chicane on Gamerdan. Whoa, that is tight. Brakes, discs are glowing. Mad Max just keeps out of the gravel. Gamerdan right on the back of him. Greg White in there too. There is nothing to split these 3 races at this moment in time. Gr.3 has fallen off of the pack, but he is in 4th. But this is your 1, 2, 3. This is where the action is. As Gamerdan takes a look down the outside of Mad Max. Can he make a move through there? No, he can't. Greg is absolutely on his back bumper. Nudge, nudge, nudge through there. Greg White saying, come on down, let's get on with this. We can't sit behind Mad Max any longer. We need to get on with this. We need to get this done. Mad Max sideways through there. Oh, and sideways again on the Astro. How did he hold that? How did he hold onto that Supra through there? That was stunning. Absolutely amazing. So it is Mad Max. It is Gamerdan in second. It is Greg White in third with Gr.3 in 4th. Gr.3 is almost in the middle of this one. He's still there or thereabouts. Gamerdan going wide there. He's on the Astro. That is going to enable Greg White to have a run as we go down to the parabolica. Has he got enough slipstream? Can he make the move done? It looks like Gamerdan has got that one covered off. Whoa, big slide from Gamerdan through the parabolica. That is not where you want to slide. You want full traction through there. You can see now he's just dropped a little bit to Mad Max, but that has put Greg White right on his back bumper as we go across the line to start lap number 15. Mad Max is your leader at the moment in the Supra. He buries the brake pedal going into the first chicane. They're all keeping it very respectful on the curbs. Gr.3 enjoying every moment of this race out front. But to your first 3, Mad Max, Greg White and Gamerdan, as they stand, there is nothing between them. Nothing between these guys. Tenths of a second, I would imagine, as we head down into the first chicane. Being very careful on the curbs now. None of these guys want to lose the back end. Greg White in second now, behind Mad Max. I think I missed a swap of positions there. So is Mad Max... Is he? He is out front, and I'm surprised that Mad Max, with all of the sliding that he's been doing, is in first place with the tyres in that condition. I was just thinking about his pit strategy here. Mad Max has really been leaning on the rear tyres of this Supra, but it's been paying off. He's been rearranging the gravel, and he's out in front comfortably. Gamerdan in second now, so we've got another change of position behind. Oh, it looks like Greg White has fallen off. As Greg White had an incident, I think he may well have done. We might have missed that. Let's just go back and just see for a second. I want to go on board with Greg. Oh my word, he has a massive spin. Going in out of Ascari, he gets it wrong, he drops it, around it goes. Gamerdan, beautifully round. What a spin. What a collect at the end there to carry on. Greg White, we enjoyed that, my friend. Oh, wonderful. He's got a half-second penalty into the bargain, but Oh, that was wonderful. Oh, it's a shame he's now dropped down into fourth. Hopefully, Greg will manage to recover. I imagine that Gamer Dan's heart was in his mouth as that Supra was spinning in front of him. Oh, amazing. We've got a car that is just diving into the pits there, I think, as we're just on board with Mad Max now. Out in front in the Supra, been pushing every single corner and going beautifully right now. Gamer Dan in second at the moment with Drat Fury, who is managing to close up on Gamer Dan. These two have been having a battle all the way through. Mick just off the back of these. I think he's a back marker. You just don't know where to look in this one. Action all the way through the field. Gamer Dan. Oh, Drat Fury in the gravel, throwing the gravel over the place. I was just going to say, Gamer Dan was in the Astro there. Would that give Drat Fury an opportunity to close up? Alas, no. He decided to put a wheel of the Beetle in the gravel and absolutely throw bucket loads of gravel across. Mad Max going really, really nicely though still. Brakes glowing red hot on Gamer Dan's car as we go through Ascari there. And then we head down to the Parabolica for lap 16. Mad Max out front. Gamer Dan in second at the moment. Drat Fury in third. We've got Greg White in fourth after that tremendous spin. Jonesy's going well. Was leading at one point in the Demon Twigs Lamborghini. He's going well with Unfazed behind in sixth. Bit of a battle forming here with Sweeper just off the back. But up front, Gamer Dan, Mad Max, Drat Fury. Let me just go back a second. I got carried away. Let me just go back a little bit. We'll go on board with Mad Max. He was our winner. Very much deserved. Really pushing all of those curbs. Beautiful strategy. Beautiful run. He does come across the line to take first. We Gamer Dan in second. We Drat Fury in third. And then we get Greg White coming across in fourth. Mick just back marker in there, just splitting the leaders. Jonesy's going to come across for a fine fifth, being chased by Unfazed, who's got Sweeper very, very close behind him, so very close with these three as they go across the line. I managed to get 8th position in this one. Given everything that was going on, I was quite pleased with that, managing the fuel towards the end and the tyres almost gone. David and Ernie Ball still in a battle. Ernie Ball right on the back of David to the line. Slapfish coming across in 10th and Borky coming across in 11th with Mick already finished. But what a race, what a race. Mad Max was your winner with a fantastic deserved win. We had some great action with Gamer Dan and Drat Fury. Greg White was right in the mix as well. Unfortunately, right at the end there, that tremendous spin meant that he was off the back of the leaders. But there we go. Half an hour race, something a little bit unusual for PSR, but another race that for me is absolutely going to go down in the history books. That is one that I will come back to from time to time. I hope that you've enjoyed this race. If you have, please smack the like button. If you want to see more of this sort of action, smack that subscriber button, because I'm going to be doing more and more of these. That we have got a mixed group of racers in these lobbies, everything from A+ to E, from ages, people in their 60s and 70s, right the way down to kids that are teenagers and younger, all racing on the track together, and super, super respectful stuff. So we leave Monza for another day. The pit lane can take a little bit of a rest now with all of the frantic action, multiple pit stops, multiple strategies. The crowd loved that one. Congratulations to Mad Max, and thank you guys for an absolutely outstanding race. We will be back at Monza. We will be back at other Gran Turismo tracks in future races. So as I said, smack those buttons and I'll see you again on another one very, very soon. For now, take care. Bye bye.